Good morning out there, everybody. How are we doing today? We're back in Piptown on another fun day, sun day. And we're continuing on with that little Willa farm. We're going to keep on going in that Magisto's Tur. And we're going to see what today has in store for us. Just a fair warning today. Today's stream has to be a tight hour. I have a Dungeons and Dragons game scheduled for later this morning. So I got to make sure, folks, and go around, I don't know, killing ghouls or whatever it is we're doing today. But let me not shortchange you guys. Mike, Sawa, Fernando, Ahmed. Hello. Good morning. How are we doing? Mike, I see that you changed your arena team to GKM's free-to-play Magisto's Tower team. Glad to hear that you are just crushing it there. I might have to actually upgrade my Garmadon a little bit. And in fact, you know what? I might go into the Garmadon here live on the stream and just talk about what would make Garmadon synergize so well with with Wu and Lloyd. That is actually a team that I see a lot now. Ghost, Magisto, Lloyd, Wu, and Garmadon. Some people don't quite have Wu yet, so I see people swapping Ghost out for somebody else. They just didn't get their space team together to unlock Ghost, like this guy. But yes, Garmadon actually has a lot of synergies with Wu and the rest of the ninjas. We actually discussed this yesterday on the video that I recorded with GKM. So everybody should be on the lookout for that video. I don't know exactly when he's scheduled to post it because he's got a bunch of videos in his backlog right now. But I think within a week or two, this should be out there. We are discussing the top 5 tanks in the game. Anyway, Mike, glad to hear that you were trying out that team. Glad to hear that it is working so well for you. What level, Mike? What level did you say you were again? I think you're asking Sawa that question. What is up, Ahmed? Sawa was level 41, now level 44. Sawa, nice. Sawa, just out of curiosity, what are you working on since you are a, relatively speaking, new person to the game? Right? I would say, and no offense meant here, but I would consider anybody who is not level 60 at this point still relatively new. I say that with giant air quotes because obviously you could have been playing for months and not be at level 60, but until you get to the top level, it means that you're still working on that progression team, as it were, and I'm interested to know what your progression team looks like. Are you doing those ninjas? Are you doing those pirates, getting that peg legs treasure? What's up, dude? Fernando, did you make your voice deeper? Fernando, I changed my voice up and down for like pretty much the entire time that I'm streaming. So every once in a while I'll lean into the microphone and say something like this. But for the most part, no. This voice is my normal, average, everyday voice. And unless I'm like making funny noises or singing something, this is what you hear. I sound really deep today on the stream. Interesting. Now that's Fernando on YouTube and Mike on Twitch both saying that I sound deeper today. I wonder why. Well, what is the quality of the sound? Do I sound like I have artificially deepened my voice like a robot? Or does it just sound like a deep, regular person's voice? Because as long as it sounds like a regular human, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it. But if I sound like a robot, well, let me know, because that means there's an error somewhere, and I just don't know exactly where it is. But alright, let's get into it for today, shall we? We're gonna start off in the arena and see, ooh, everybody's saying, yes, I sound artificial. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna have to bring up my own feed and see what this sounds like, because I have no idea what the problem could be. Let me double check here for a second. If I go onto my handy dandy iPad and bring up my feed, let's see how I sound. Okay, YouTube, give me fancy life stream, please. Sunday streaming, that's us going on today. Fancy live stream, please. Sunday streaming, that's us going on today. Wow! I have no idea why it sounds that way. That's super weird. Hold on a second. I have no idea why it sounds that way. That's super weird. Hold on a second. Okay, well, if it's happening on both YouTube and Twitch, that must mean that there is an issue somewhere. But where would it be? I haven't changed any settings on my microphone here that I'm fiddling with underneath. Let me, Let's see, Yeti mic, the laptop. These are the only things that are sending through any audio signal. That's so weird. Let me just jiggle all the connections and then unplug and replug in my microphone and see if it gets fixed. Give me 1 second here. Do. Take it to the top. No, it don't stop. All right, I'm gonna disappear for a second here and hopefully be right back. Extreme Gamer, what's going on? Now let's unmute that guy. We'll come back in here and see if that has fixed the issue. Very, very strange what's going on with the sound here. Let me see if just plugging it in, unplugging it and plugging it back in actually changed anything. Let me see if just plugging it in, unplugging it and plugging it back in actually changed anything. That seems to sound right, yeah? Okay, weird. Just unplugging it and plugging it back in made me stop sounding like a robot. Ahmed, too bad, kinda liked Robot Matt. Well, not sure what that was all about, but let's get back into the tasks at hand. We are going to be seeing if we can climb that arena ladder as best we can. Look at this castle team. Ooh, this is an old school castle team. Somebody coming in here trying to match it all up. But I think there was that 55 team that I saw that looked like the easiest one for me to take down. Let me see if I can find that one again. Yeah, here we go. So this is the team that we are going to start with today. We have a very slow tank on the opposition team. Should allow us to get Redbeard down without much of an issue. Plus we have 2 people who can clear taunt, and they only have 1 person who can use taunt. They're not using Lloyd, which means they're not going to have too many people in stealth, not to mention the fact that I have Commander Cold anyway, who could bring people out of stealth if I really needed him to. So let's go ahead and get that Dizzy down on our main man here, and then let's see if we can just take him out with a giant Yeti wallop. We do a 12,000 point hit, and the Yeti goes down. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and save the heal. We're just going to be clearing off this taunt here, and then I'm actually going to focus on taking down Kai next. Kai, my man, I'm gonna take you down, sir. We're gonna go ahead and grab a little taunt with the Yeti. Yes, we get the payback at the same time. Can we put Dizzy on some of the characters here with Magisto? After this, we're gonna focus on Cook Bart, actually. Ooh. Oh, but Master Wu is so enticing with that Dizzy on him. We can't ignore the Dizzy on the Master Wu. We gotta come in here and try to take him down now. Yeah, that's right, fool. Oh, yes, lock him out of using all of his abilities. Put him on that vulnerable, please and thank you. Yeti, meanwhile, just slapping back. Look at that, an 8,600 point crit coming from the Yeti off of his basic attack. Oh, this team never stood a chance, guys. Never stood a chance. Boom, arena battle down. Extreme finally got Blacktron Quincy. That's amazing, bro. Try to get him to 5 stars to unlock the ghost. Yes, definitely try. We actually don't know when the ghost is coming back currently. There is nothing on the schedule
which is to say that we have the December schedule and he's not on it, but we don't know if he is on a schedule for any time later in the year. I assume he is, right? They've got the event ready. They're going to be redoing all the Brick Pace events as they go, and I would imagine the Ghost is probably going to come back sooner rather than later, but currently not on the docket. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one. Let's go ahead and come in here and do all of our purchases, including, what is that? Our Willa purchase of the day. Getting that Willa, baby. Getting that Willa. Wow. All right. What do we have going on? Another Blacktron Dwayne tile. In this case, pretty good. I only need about 50 more Blacktron Dwayne before I have him fully 7-starred. Now, am I using Blacktron Dwayne? No, I'm not using him. You guys know this, but I am going to get him up to 7 stars just to make that farm a little bit easier to complete for the Willameister. Additionally, that means that I will have 5 7-star space heroes. So the next time the Ghost comes around, we're gonna have to see if I have the team ready to actually defeat it. I think I would be using the Ice Station Odyssey set with that team, especially since the team will include Kelvin and Commander Cold, so kind of is a no-brainer there. But I won't have any healers on the team, so what is that going to look like? That's the real question. All right, we're at 15 out of 65 Willa tiles. We get 9 tiles per day, and we need 50 tiles in total, so that means 6 more days until I can unlock Willa at her fullest potential. No, that's not true. At her basic potential. That's the reality right there. Mike, farming Yuppie Extreme. Nice. He is a very good character, but squishy, as Mike says. Very, very true. But he has an ultimate that brings a lot of damage to the table, and of course, he's got that resurrection ability. His second ability, is it his second ability or his third ability? Whichever the one is that just like gives somebody prepared, that one's a little bit weak. But other than that, he's pretty fast, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, we've got some people that are putting in some guesses for what the bag is going to include today. Keep those coming. We are about to get to that. I've got to finish out the Glyph Hunt and the Pip Town energy, and as soon as that is done, then let's see, I've got another arena battle to do, and then I think we'll be opening that premium bag for you. Oh yeah! Barely awake. What's up, Camlin? How are you doing? It's perfectly fine, man. It is Sunday. Sunday is the sleep-in day for a lot of people. It's church day for other people. But either way, Sunday is supposed to be for relaxing. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all. Maybe you're gonna shoot some b-ball outside by the pool. I don't know. Whatever keeps you fresh. Hey! Mentos freshness, Mentos fresh and full of life. All right, let's get in here. Finding tiles for Burnibus, Glyph Hunt. We did our first Pyromancy one earlier today. Now, how many more tiles do we need before Burnibus is ready to level up to 7 stars? This is just in case I want to use him with Magisto's Tower. Reminder for everybody, so I still need 31 more tiles for him. I'm not rushing at him because, as you guys well know, once I get Willa unlocked, which is now going to take another week, I still have a long way to go to see if he's going to be useful. Now, I'm also taking a look at Verda now. I want to see what I need to unlock Verda at this point to get her last piece of gear. Let's see if she actually has some Pip Town. Yes, there we go. Some Pip Town here. Oh my goodness. Should I use all 345 on these? I think I should because I need, let's see, I need like 20 of them, right? Go back. Sure. Yeah, 4 times 5 is 20. Let's see how many fancy hammers we can get with 345 energy. That's all of our Pip Town energy. We've done our Glyph Hunt. We've done all of our hard nodes, so this should be perfectly fine. No, anyway, I'm looking back in at Verda because at gear level 7, Verda does a lot of damage. She's also a castle attacker, and she's on the king's court, so she will synergize extraordinarily well with Magisto on a Magisto's tower team. She gets that main bonus from the second ability, which gives her a chance to counter. There we go. We got 10 fancy hammers for all of that energy that we just poured into everything. And she will also, she has a very, very high attack, and she gains an incredible amount of speed. She's rocking like 145 speed or something like that when she's on a team with Magisto. So I'm playing around with her to see what she does, to see if maybe she would be more useful than Venkman or some of the other characters that I'm looking at putting on this magical team. I'm lining up a lot of different characters to see what works the best for me. So we're going to finish out this Blacktron Dwayne farm right here, come into board number 1, and come in and start farming up all the characters for whom we already have the tiles. Barely awake. It's 2 p.m., says Mike. Extreme guessing 10 great white tiles. Is Great White in the premium bag? I don't even know if Great White is in the premium bag, to be completely honest with you. I know not all the characters are in the premium bag. Matt and coffee is all you need. I like to hear that, Mike. And stealth for Verda. Yes, very true. So you can put Verda into stealth, and obviously that means that she can hammer around on anybody on the team without having to worry about, 1, being a target, obviously, or 2, proccing counters off of people like Pegleg. So, a lot to be said for Verda now, especially at gear level 7. I hadn't even thought about it until my discussion with GKM. But I know that he's actually putting together a team to trial her to see if she actually functions as like a really solid addition to any of those teams. So we'll see what the news is. We'll see what we'll give you the buzz. Don't you worry. But I'll be playing around with a bunch of stuff here to see what happens. All right, max loot. Give me the loot. I'm always amazed that they haven't fixed whatever that is that's going on the back end of the game that makes the whole thing just super slow. But whatever. All right, quests. So that should complete Monolith Waste. That should complete Pip Town. The only thing we should have left is Arena Battle. So let's go ahead and go back in here, see if we've spent enough time. We've got 19 seconds left before we get into the Arena Battle. So we'll just wait it out here so that we can go in there and grab, hopefully, another W. She does more damage when in stealth and can self-heal at the start of her turn. Mike, yes, she can heal at the start of her turn if she has stealth. That's very true. Okay, so what teams are we facing off against here? Look at this. Trader Transport 47. This team is... This is actually a pretty killer team right here. I'm going to avoid this one because it will probably demolish me. So what do we have left instead? We've got rank 48 team. Can probably take that one down. They've only got the single tank. 46 team with the double tank. I think I'm going to go with 48. This one is going to be much easier to beat because of the single tank, no Scarlet. So it is a couple of ranks higher than the other one, but that's all right. I still have 3 more battles to go after this. And hopefully, I can actually maintain my status sub 50 today if I actually manage to get there in the first place. Oh, boo. Redbeard missing out. That makes me sad. Are we going to be able to take him down? Are we going to be able to take him down without the big bonus to damage? Let's see. We do! 9,000 damage is enough. Now, they managed to actually hammer down my Locust by focus firing him right away. And kind of an odd choice, if I'm being completely honest with you. But we'll go ahead and give everybody some defense up, and we'll use our Woo to actually remove that taunt. And then we will go straight for Princess Argenta. We'll grab, we grab the taunt. We grab the taunt with that Yeti, and we get the payback as well. And I don't believe anybody on the enemy team has the ability to cleanse that taunt right now, which is going to be excellent for us. We will also lock everybody out of their abilities, which means that Woo That's the only thing that we were afraid of, is that Wu would come in there and actually cause everybody to go into stealth, which of course negates everybody's ability to be countered against. But I have a feeling it's not going to matter because this actually just might kill everybody. And, ooh, 11,000 point crit. Yeah, I think we're in a fine, okay place. Wouldn't you say so? I would. We're gonna go ahead and remove all of that turn meter, come back in with the Yeti, and just slappity-doo-dah. And we're out with another W. Man, they really managed to take down my Locust right at the beginning. Something that GKM and I actually talked about in our video on tanks. Bum-ba-da-bum. If you haven't already, now is the time to put in your guess for what is going to be in the premium bag. We've got 12 fitness instructor tiles. We've got 10 great white tiles. Earlier today, I saw people were guessing some other things. Let me see. 12 Burnibus, 15 crash test dummy. Well, let's see what it's gonna be, everybody. And then let's get to Extreme's question, because it's a pretty good one. Extreme asks, well, I'll get to it after the premium bag. Premium bag, open sesame! Man, I'm so sneezy. I don't know why. It is 10 Jester Go-Go tiles. Not a total waste, as I am interested in getting Jester Go-Go up to 7 stars, but also not super great either. So what you gonna do? But we'll take it. Was anybody close? 10 Great White, 12 Burnibus tiles, Mike Kate says. I think that's the closest we got on the guess. Obviously, 12 close to 10. And the castle, so, you know, got that going for us. King's Court, etc., etc. I always like to leave a few extra currency here in the Monolith Waste in case they make some sort of update and I need to start farming some other things. But anyway, let's go ahead and come in here and convert. We've got 220 currency for this morning, so a little lower than we had in days past. 5,000, basically 6,000 currency left over as we continue the Willa farm. Now, Extreme asks, in our opinion, who is the best character in the game and who is the worst? Mike says depends what you're looking for. Support is definitely Gisto healer, definitely Cook Bart attacker, probably will be Garmadon, but he would need to be 7-star tank Scarlet worst, zombie, or LeQuay. An update, Matt. You're funny. An update? What did I update? So, best character in the game. It's hard to say without talking about combinations for those characters, but I think I'd be hard-pressed to choose either Magisto or Wu as just the best single character in the game. Wu brings an AoE heal, an incredible ultimate ability, and a cleanse. Magisto brings a single target heal that also gives payback, which means that the person can heal when they get hit. His ultimate ability is also very good, and on a castle team, an extreme amount of speed. Both of them have a lot of utility, and both of them have that magical tag, which makes them a crucial part of any Magisto's tower team right now, which is currently in the meta. So I would say it's hard-pressed to pick between either Magisto or Master Wu for the best overall character in the game. Now, worst character in the game, that's actually probably a harder question. LeQuay is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, especially because he synergizes well with a team that nobody has. So, Private LeQuay is definitely in the running for worst character in the game for sure. I think I would probably also put Blacktron Dwayne in that list. Maybe Minor Clay. Minor Clay is probably worse. Minor Clay is probably worse than LeQuay right now because at least LeQuay has a pirate tag if you needed to put him somewhere. So I might say Minor Clay is worse. Let's see. Coming down, Lee. Lee is pretty bad. She's a healer that can't actually heal. Cactus Girl's kind of useless. I mean, she does have the payback, but I suppose, like, Cactus Girl's not that great. Hot Dog Man. Hot Dog Man's pretty bad. Explorer Iggy is pretty bad. Explorer Iggy does bring an ultimate that has a chance to apply Dizzy, but other than that, Explorer Iggy is really easy to kill, and the rest of his abilities do absolutely nothing. Zombie, at least Zombie has the revive in there to bring him back up and can synergize well on a spooky team, even though the Zombie himself is not the best part of that spooky team. So I think there's actually several characters in the running for worst character in the game, but those would be my bets. Now, we finished all of our daily quests for today. That means it's time for the Brickspedition event. So let's get in there and see what it has for us today, shall we? J Thunder. I think we only have one Megisto's Tower tile today. Man, I really need some of those maps that have Megisto's Tower here at the end. At the end. Okay. Now we are farming up Willa, which means I'm going to come through and keep getting extra tiles for things that I don't need but can convert to master currency, because each little bit helps. Update in the game that is coming soon. Yes, soon, aka New Year's Day. Woof. Yeah, they have made that announcement. I think everybody remembers at this point, or should remember at this point. They did make that announcement that there was supposed to be some sort of update coming this week. Obviously, it didn't come. Hopefully, it will come by next week. If you recall, when they announced that, I was one of the first people who said, like, it's scheduled to come this week, which probably means it'll come next week or the week after. If it comes by the end of next week, that'll still be all right, because I have a feeling that the update has something to do with Christmas. At least that would be my guess. It seems to make the most sense to me, right? Especially because it's Christmas time. And I know what everybody's gonna say, political correctness and all that kind of stuff. It's holiday time. But let's be honest, guys. All of the decorations are for Christmas. Unless you drive around in town and somebody has gone out of their way to put up a Kwanzaa or Hanukkah display, in which case, good for you, and I'm very proud of you for showcasing your belief system out there and being proud of who you are. It is a very, very important quality for people to be able to express themselves in a safe manner here in the United States of America. But disclaimer aside, let's be honest, folks. It's Christmas season. So I have a feeling that the update is going to be a Christmas update. And then because of that, if it still comes out by the end of next week, we will be good, because that gives 5 days before Christmas to actually deal with the event. If it comes out at the beginning of week after next, then I think we would still be good as well. The only biggest problem that we would run into is if they tried to release a Christmas event and Christmas is already over. So that could be an issue. So I have a feeling that they are probably trying to push this thing out as fast as they possibly can. Okay. What do we want to do here? Do I want to put everybody into stealth? No, I don't think it's that important. Let's just take down Spaceman Reed. Do some AoE damage to everybody. Excellent. Go ahead and take down the crash test dum-dum. Now, he's obviously going to put Dodgy on himself with the taunt. No worries. We can clear all of this. And then take him down. Followed by Clockwork Robo. Nighty-night Robo. Camlin says there should be snow in Piptown. You are absolutely right. They should have put snow in Piptown for sure. I think it's going through the channels at the moment, says Mike about the update. Yes, I think you're very right about that. They don't have to worry about delays in order to just start pushing updates and things through the appropriate channels. There's no doubt in my mind that they have already started that process. It's the approval process for all of the stores and things like that where they're probably getting held up, if anywhere. I want to actually put some people on the team that are going to do more damage and help me run through this. Matt, isn't all religion the same? Mike, I know what you're getting at, but no, they're all very different. Well, they're all different, right? A lot of them are very much the same, but some of them are quite different from the others. But I understand exactly where you're going with it. It'd be hard-pressed to realistically say that you're totally wrong. But more important than that, we want raids. Yes, Mike, yes. We want the raids. How does sharing work with bricks? Does the count reset each day? I try to keep my shares for the last few nodes if they are challenging, says Prop Whisperer. Prop Whisperer. It depends on the board. You'll notice on the first couple boards you get 15 allies to share, then you get 12 allies to share, all the way until the last board of the week where you get only 5 guild allies to share. Yes, the number of guild allies that you have does reset every single time your Brixpedition board resets. So if you spend all 15 of your shared allies on the first board, then the next day it will reset and give you 12 shared allies to use. So on boards 1 and 2, I would very, very strongly suggest that you actually use an ally on every single battle as you work your way through the Brixpedition board, because there's also an achievement that will give you Magisto tiles for using shared allies in combat. And using shared allies on your Brixpedition board counts toward that achievement. So you should always try and use as many of them as you can without gimping your ability to use them at the end of the board, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. I did not have the clumsy from whatchamajigger Redbeard here. Let's go ahead and clear this taunt, and let's see if I can actually just hit hard enough with the Yeti to take down this Cook Bart. Cook Bart, Pegleg, and yes, I do. Captain Redbeard, aka Pegleg, is down, and there is basically no damage left on the rest of this team, so we can pretty much get out of here without worry. All right, I'm actually going to go ahead and give a little bit of defense up to everybody here, and then when it gets back around to the Yeti, we will definitely have him doing his taunty taunt. Oh no! We missed the payback. We didn't get any crits, which means the Yeti has no payback on him. So now he's just a soaker. Just a soaker. Well, that's all right, because there's not a lot of damage coming out anyway. So let's see if we can take down the hiker. Ooh, I think in this case it would be better for me to just do the damage. Yes, it was. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of payback on the Yetster, and then we're going to get our heals off. We're going to get our heals off on everybody as best we can, because we want to go into the next several rounds without having to worry too much. I am actually going to... Now I'm going to go ahead and use an ultimate, because now I think I've used pretty much all the heals that I can, except for Cook Bart's. So we'll put a stun on their Cook Bart. Excellent. And then take him down. Wow, that actually worked out really well for us. The spooky event in the middle of the summer. Hope y'all remember that one. Yeah, Mike, that was weird. So it's entirely possible that they could do a Christmas event like in the middle of February when they should be doing a Valentine's Day event. Who knows? And then they'll do like some sort of beach party event in the middle of spring when they should be doing like some sort of like matzah or bunny event, you know, for like if they want to include all of the religions and things in it. It's really, really weird the way that they choose, the way that they have chosen in the past when to do their events, but I wouldn't put it past them at this point to do a Christmas event for Valentine's Day. What guild am I in? I am in the Digital Imperial Corps, Extreme Gamer. Digital Imperial Corps. No problems, you're new here. If so, what level are you? Yes, that is very true. Mike is quite friendly, especially to the newcomers to the stream. So go ahead and give him the buzz. Let him know what you've got going down. Okay, that was excellent. So we managed to avoid their Lloyd using his stealth maneuver, which is actually what we were looking for. We get, yes. Oh, this should be fun. Yeti. Kill. Yeti. Kill again. Yeti. Come on. Yes, and Yeti, kill. Wow, that was amazing. Oh, I love the Yeti. Yeti's one of my faves. Yeti's one of my faves. Valentine's gotta be Kelvin, she is love. Oh, right, that's right, Mike. I remember when they announced that and everyone was like, what? What does that even mean? All right. Coming down here to the bottom, it requires space and castle, and you know I got me some space and some castle. Look at this. My space castle team is fully geared out. I had not even thought about that, but that excites me. That excites me very much. Why don't we throw the ghost in here? I don't use the ghost very often, mostly because his sound profile is extraordinarily loud for some reason. But, yeah. Extreme says, can I join? The guild I'm in does next to nothing and has no shareable characters. Extreme, I'll have to double check and see if we have any space. Because if we have space, then yeah, for sure. Get on in there. Get on up, yeah, get on up. I said get on up, hey. Anyway. Who to battle next? Maybe the Locust. I think he might be bringing in a taunt. Nope, he's not going to bring in a taunt because he's not going to be alive. Now, Ghost gains critical damage up. Let's go ahead and put this on Burnibus because we know that Burnibus is going to be coming through and doing his taunt anyway. Aha! The Jester also puts up a taunt. Interesting choice, but we're going to spend our time taking down Burnibus instead. Good night, Burnibus. Now we can hit on Jester Go-Go here. Hit on Jester Go-Go? Hey, Jester, going my way. Jester Go-Go going down. Go-Go going down. We're going to use a little bit of ultimate action from Majesty Gist. Cook Bart is probably not going to get a turn. Yes, excellent. Getting that Dizzy out, that means Commander Cold does plus 50% damage and removes Pep. Gotta love that Ice Station Odyssey when it's working for you. When it's not working for you, though, it's really not working for you. Well, Extreme, I can actually let you know right now. Let's see. Our guild. So here you go. It's Digital Imperial Core, spelled like a so. And we currently have 50 out of 50 members. Sorry, buddy. We do not have room for new folks at the moment. I know we actually did a slight purge the other day and actually got rid of some folks. Might have been because we had other people that were actually waiting to join. No offense meant one way or another, but that's the news. Ooh, do I have? No. Woo is a little too low. You guys know that I like to only spend when I've got fewer than 10 med kits to heal people up, because again, there is an achievement to heal people using med kits. So if you're not using them, you should. And if you are using them for like big chunks, then you shouldn't. You should actually use your med kits to heal up the smallest amounts that you can in order to make your med kits work for you for the longest amount of time while running through that achievement most efficiently. Keep that in mind. Excellent. Now we can actually get the attack up on everybody, plus the Dizzy on Redbeard. Oh, Redbeard, you are going to go down, sir. You're gonna go down! Wow, wait a minute. Now we've got all kinds of action Jackson going on. I'm actually going to taunt with the Yeti. Let's see if I get I get no crits. I get no crits. That is Blarney Stones. Oh no, that means woo, but we did get lucky. And we had a nice miss that came in from Redbeard. Now, oh no, I've been doing this wrong. I really need to try and take down Burnibus if I possibly can, because Burnibus is gonna clear all of the buffs from my Yeti on his next turn. Boo earns. There it goes. Oh, it's Gonzo. And now let's see, on his next turn, I know that, oh man, yeah, super unlucky with the RNG right now. So I guess now we'll come back in and hit on the Locust. But yeah, let's see here. Just keep taking everybody down, because I know the next thing that's going to happen is Redbeard is going to cleanse that Dizzy. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some buffs back out on everybody. Ooh, but I forgot, if you played exactly right, then Woo will get the lockout before Redbeard gets a chance to do his cleanse. Yes. Now everybody has vulnerable on them, so everybody's about to take a lot of damage, I think. Right? Right. Yeah, everybody's going to take the damage here. Now what I want is for Woo to get his heal off. Bingo. Let's see if I can take a little chunk out of Captain Redbeard here. I'm going to use a little heal. Now, who still needs a heal after this? Pretty much everybody. So let's see what happens here. We're going to use the Yeti's ultimate. And then I think we're going to go ahead and use Cook Bart's healing action. Maybe we don't, because Cook Bart's heal is going to be counteracted by whoever just gets slapped right now. So I think actually it would be better for us to take down Redbeard, because it's ultimately going to save us more damage. Now I can take out the hiker, and then I can heal my Locust using his taunt, and then we can just take down Cook Bart. Yes, now the only person who's missing health is the Yeti, and we're all right with that. Mike, I was asked recently, who would you replace Dwayne with for the Ghost event? He's terrible, and I said Quincy, but not everyone has him unlocked at 5 stars. Mike, that's very true, but if you don't have Quincy, then you also don't have a choice of who you can use in that slot. So I'll show you. The question that Mike is getting at is, on a space team, if you're looking at unlocking Ghost, and you are wanting to replace Blacktron Dwayne because he's terrible, then who do you replace him with? And the struggle is you only have 4 options. And if you don't have Blacktron Dwayne, you can't get him. If you don't have Spaceman Jens, well, nobody does. If you don't have Gorwell, you can't get her. And if you don't have Major Kartovsky, then you have to farm the Master Store just to get him. So the truth is, if you don't have Blacktron Quincy up at 5 stars, then these top 5, that's who you're running with, because it's your only choice. And all 5 of those characters are actually very easy to farm. As you can see, like, I've got all of them. Blacktron Dwayne is going to be up at top level very, very soon. Now, he's not particularly great, so the only time I use him is going to be when that Ghost event comes back around. But even still, unfortunately, that's the only answer. Quincy is the only other option aside from Dwayne, at least for anyone that's asking that question. They're unlikely to have Gorwell. Yeah, exactly what Camlin said. I'm a guild with one other person, and he was online 16 days ago. Well, Extreme, you know, you can always just quit that guild and find another one. One of the best things about the guild system is that it's really easy to just, like, move around however you want to. So if I were you, you're not getting any benefit out of that. I would just quit that guild. Just quit that guild and find one that works for you, man. All right, so now I know that there's going to be a number of taunts coming out. Let's see if I get lucky and just clear out their Highwayman. Ooh, very close, but no cigar. I might be able to get him with the AoE from Yeti's taunt, though. Let's see if maybe that'll work. Oh, he dodges it. What is that? That's garbage is what it is. Garbage! Aha, now there you see what happens when you get attacked. When a character with payback is attacked by a character with stealth, but some other character has taunt, they will still actually use the payback. They'll just attack a character with taunt instead. It's very, very weird. Kind of cool when it works for you, but just kind of strange, right? Like either stealth gets payback or it doesn't is really how it seems like it should work. Not sure why it doesn't, but it doesn't. Okay. Now let's see here. I can use my heal, but I think in this case, actually getting them down is going to save more damage than the heal will solve. So let's see if we can just take down Crook Chuck. We do, and we're on to the next battle. Mike says, I agree with Kartovsky is okay, but hard to farm. Very true. Major Kartovsky, keep forgetting about him, but I don't think he would help in the Ghost event. I actually didn't even really try the Ghost event, because at the time that the Ghost event came out, I didn't have all of the space characters that I have now. So I actually couldn't do it anyway. So I think I only completed like the very first level of the Ghost event, if I'm being completely honest with you. I have no idea what the rest of the levels even look like. Okay, we're going to put Cook Bart on the team. We're just going to try to end this particular board with everybody, or this particular node with everybody as maxed out on health as we can as we go into the next one, which today I think is Pirates. And yes, Extreme Gamer, important to remember that if you're looking for a guild, especially an active one, you can try hitting up Discord for that information. There's a whole looking for guild channel on Discord that would be perfect for you to use. Okay, now, Ghost. Ghost puts everybody into stealth. So, we are actually going to take a minute and I think use... what are we going to use here? Because then Lloyd is going to use his stealth as well. So this team, having Ghost on the team really complicates things, but hopefully we'll be able to get in there and do some damage. Now, we're not going to taunt with our Yeti because I think that he's going to get pounced upon pretty hard. But now everybody has stealth. Well, if everybody has stealth, then thank you very much. I will target down Redbeard, please and thank you. Let's go ahead and I don't want to pull anybody out of stealth for the time being. Let's keep everybody in stealth, please, except for Now, this is going to get a little bit strange because I want to keep him in stealth so that I can prevent the Ghost from grabbing anybody. Let's see what happens if I put a little Diz-Daz action out here. I might end up wanting to kill the Ghost first. Yes? Yeah. All right, well, let's just take down the Ghost first then. Good night, Ghosty. Good night, Ghosty. Now, bye-bye, Redbeard. Oh, Kai got in our way. All right, but now everybody's out of stealth, and it looks like they're going to stay that way for a second. So let's lock everybody out of their abilities. Let's give everybody some vulnerability. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some defense onto my team here. Let's put a little miss action, and let's go ahead and start doing the AoE damages of doom, sir. Okay, Redbeard comes in with a hit. I'm going to go ahead and snag the heal now. And then come in with the Yeti ultimate. Hopefully this will take down both Redbeard and Kai. Aha, but we get a miss on Kai because why wouldn't we? And Commander Cold has just been getting walloped. We're going to go ahead and grab the taunt with our Locust, mostly so that I can get his heal off. And then we're going to be just dealing some roundabout damages here to see if we get enough time remaining in order to get more heals off on the rest of the team. Yes, that is exactly what we're looking for. So let's heal up Commander Cold all the way. We're going to go ahead and do some AoE damages here. We miss because why wouldn't we? And then we're going to go ahead and take that dodge chance away from Cook Bart. We're going to take a little turn meter away from Lloydy Lloyd here. Lloyd puts into stealth, but I don't think it's going to matter. Except that we get the dodge and a second dodge and a third dodge in a row because dodge, guys, PSA service announcement, dodge is the worst mechanic in the game. Moving right along, let's see if we can finally take down Cook Bart. We do, and our team is almost completely full on health. That worked out. All right. Prop Whisperer. What do you think is more important to farm from this event shop? High tier set tools or Kartovsky tiles? For me, it is tier 4 set tools, Prop Whisperer. I think that that is the most important because you can quite literally get them in 0 other places. Kartovsky isn't going to do you any good unless you can actually farm him once the event is over. So keep in mind, you might be able to use this event to unlock him, but unless you are actually in a position where you can actively farm the master store, he's not going to do you any good if you're just sitting with him at 3 or 4 stars. So I would not put anything into Kartovsky if I were you. I would go with the tier 4 set tools or use them to upgrade your Blacktron Quincy a little further. since you can't get Blacktron Quincy anywhere except in this event. That's my 2 cents. For me, 6-star Ghost was difficult with 7-star Quincy. Took me forever to get everything to line up. Wow, Camlin, you got 6-star Ghost and 7-star Quincy? How much money have you spent to get 7-star Quincy? Or did you just have everything ready to go and you just like poured all of your gems out like I did for the Yeti? Anyway, we're coming in here to see, oh, I think I'm gonna pull a Kai in here. You guys have seen me do this before. The basic setup that I go for on all of these is that I like to nuke down Governor Tierney and Admiral Nonsuch. And after that, I just save all of my ultimate abilities to unleash all at the same time on the next set of pirates. So, I'm gonna go ahead and start with a little Admiral Nonsuch action. We'll get some miss out. Oh, but the clumsy. That clumsy is really, really unreliable. And I'm not sure why, but it is really obnoxious how unreliable it is. Okay. Now the Yeti's gonna go. Now, with the Yeti, I'm actually gonna toss out that taunt with the payback attached, and I'm gonna use Kai's special so that I can clear that man, and then also get 70% turn meter, which you'll notice means Kai is about to go twice in a row. Gotta love that ability. It seems like a little bit of overkill from time to time because you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute. I could have saved his ability and not had to waste the ultimate. But under the circumstances, that ultimate means he basically just gets to go 2 in a row. Sorry, not ultimate. That special means he basically gets to go almost twice in a row, which is incredibly powerful. Now we are just ripping through these pirates. Oh my goodness. They should be embarrassed for themselves. He puts taunt up? Why would you even do that? Let's just go around and get everybody ready to go. Now the biggest thing that we're going to need to worry about is that we can put Dizzy on Redbeard on this next go around. Looks like it's not going to be Magisto's turn. Ooh, but there we go. Now we're going to get a whole bunch of turn meter for Kai on the second round as well. Okay, so we actually need to save until Redbeard has Dizzy, unfortunately. So we're going to do a basic attack here, then put the Dizzy on Redbeard. Now we're going to go around and lock everybody out of their abilities and smashy pants everybody with all of our ultimate abilities, just one after another. Kai goes, dealing 9,000 damage to everyone. That's extreme and a stupid amount of damage. Then Magisto goes, and then the Yeti goes. Oh my goodness, look at all of these ultimates just demolishing this pirate team. Good night, pirate team. All of these ultimates in a row, and the pirate team gets 0 turns. I love it when that happens. It's so satisfying to just totally nuke sauce everybody on the enemy board. Loving it. Let's see. What are you guys chit-chatting about? Which character after Willa do I want to unlock next? Well, Extreme, I'm not entirely sure because I think I have all of the characters that I need except for Ghost. So I'll probably end up finishing up my Blacktron Dwayne, getting him up to 7 stars, and if I need to, gear level 7 or close enough to it so that when the Ghost comes back, I have the highest chance of being able to unlock that character. I was very wrong about Ghost. Ghost is extraordinarily powerful, especially once you get him leveled up to gear level 7, and I didn't think he was going to be, but I was wrong. So we come through, we put everybody in the excavation for tomorrow. All heroes get defense up, meh. All tank heroes gain hardy, meh. All foes lose 10% dodge. That's the only one that's going to work out to our benefit. So let me see if I can take a look through here at all the different heroes that I have yet to unlock that I haven't unlocked and see who would be the next one that I would want. And in the meantime, if you have any final questions, please post them in the chat now, because after this, I will be signing off. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday. So let's get to the bottom here. Which characters I don't have unlocked? It is a relatively short list. So of the ones that I don't have, the ones that I would want would be Spaceman, Jens, and Gorwell. Probably Gorwell first, because Gorwell is an incredibly powerful space healer and gives buffs out to the team that make them function, or that increase their speed. So that's really, really huge. So after Willa the Witch, probably Gorwell, except that you can't reasonably farm any of those people. Now, if you include characters that I already have unlocked, but just haven't farmed up all the way, then we get a little bit fishier here, because not all of the characters are farmable, and most of the characters that are farmable that I want, I have already farmed up as high as I can get them. So I mean, looking at here from the top, all of these characters are as high as I can get them at the moment. Valiant is ready for 7 stars. All these characters, I'm farming up Lloyd in the arena, but I do that at the same time as Willa, since they're in 2 completely different stores. Burnabas, you guys have seen me going through all of my pirates and most of my city characters already at 7 stars. Chef, Winston, Vankman, the Ghostbusters you can't get. Jester Gogo, I'm still kind of sort of working toward. Verda, I've got enough to get her up to 7 stars. Primo's as high as he can get. Blacktron Dwayne, I'm finishing out. Headley, I have him enough up to get him to 7 stars. I'm farming Minor Clay from the guild store, but that's a separate store. Scarlet, I'm not getting Scarlet. Scarlet is, in my opinion, the best tank in the game. It's between her and Lloyd, I would think, depending on your team composition. But I'm just over Scarlet. I'm tired of her, and I'm tired of seeing her everywhere. I'm kind of tired of seeing Lloyd everywhere as well, but it is what it is. Castaway, maybe Castaway. Crook Chuck, Crook Chuck's not worth farming. Neither are any of these characters. None of the characters that are farmable are even worth farming at this point, I don't think. Digi J would be nice to get, but he's an event, so you can't get him. Princess Storm, probably. There's your answer. Princess Storm, I have her unlocked, but I think Princess Storm, I was talking about this with GKM the other day as well. I think Princess Storm actually brings a lot to the table as a castle attacker. She can taunt, generate courage, and has really high defense when you get her all the way leveled and maxed up. And then she can deal an extraordinary amount of AoE damage pretty reliably. If she has all 5 stacks of courage, which she can get, then she can deal 175% damage to the enemy team. And she already has a pretty significant attack. So that's a pretty significant amount of damage that she can put out there, plus all the rest of the castle synergies that she could get. So maybe Princess Storm, now that I'm looking at that. So let me see the rest of the questions that you guys have asked and see what else I can answer before we log off for the day. Matt, in your opinion, what is the best ability in the game? It's a tough one, but for me, it has to be Magisto's healing, feeling, a heal, and another way to heal with payback. That's a pretty good question, Mike. If we're looking at a single ability, that'd be pretty hard. The Yeti's ultimate ability is pretty sick. It puts debilitate on everyone, which means if you can follow that up with another AoE attack, then you can remove 100% turn meter from the entire enemy team. So that's a pretty solid one. Magisto's ultimate is also pretty great for its ability to do not only AoE damage, but apply dizzy to people, thus getting away from that counter meta. But you're right, his basic heal with the payback attached to it is pretty solid. Still, I would probably say that Master Wu's ultimate is actually better than Magisto's single heal ability for its ability to guarantee critical hits and guarantee disarm, so that's pretty solid. I would say it's better than Locust's special ability, so I'll go ahead and skip over that. Basil the Batlord, though, Basil the Batlord has some pretty sick abilities as well. His ability to actually just cast incredible heals on the enemy team is pretty solid, and especially if you look at his ultimate ability all the way leveled up. Increases all debuff durations on all foes, and foes inflicted with fear get an extra turn for all their debuffs to be increased. Clears taunt and stealth and heals all heroes. I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to say that Basil's ultimate ability is not possibly the best ultimate ability in the game. Lloyd's ability to put everyone in stealth, it's also pretty solid. Let's see here. Who else am I missing out on? And of course, if you have a full Ghostbusters team, then Egon's ultimate just absolutely demolishes everybody. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's probably enough to go through just to get everybody started. Willa's ultimate ability, which just totally swaps all of your negative debuffs for everybody else's positive buffs. There's a lot of really strong ones in the game. It's kind of hard to choose since a lot of them are situational, but it might be Basil's ultimate, if I'm being completely honest with you. That might be the best ability in the game. Camlin says, I did throw some money at the Quincy event, got all the large energy packs. Very nice. That was enough to do it. I think that's the last event that I spent money on. Since then, the gem stock has been going down fast. Yeah, the Yeti event used almost 10,000 of my gems, so I feel you there. Prop Whisper wrapped up 6-star Ghost with 5-star Quincy instead of Dwayne. Wait. You can do the 6-star Ghost event with a 5-star Quincy? You don't need 6-star Space Heroes to do it? Interesting. Camlin, I didn't spend just save gems. Very nice. With the events running so quickly, I have not had time to rebuild the gem stock. Yeah, Camlin, that's the same position that I find myself in. I think the next one that I'm going to be shelling out for might be the Basil the Batlord event. I have enough tiles to get him up to 5 stars. But that's where I'm kind of stuck right now, so kind of moving on from there. Garmadon's foot ability is good, but takes forever. And Ghost just generally, his passive ability is actually really, really awesome. All right, guys. That's all I have for you today on the stream. Thank you so much for joining me as you do day after day, Sundays at 9 a.m. I appreciate you waking up to see me here. I will be back on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hopefully we will have a new update to discuss. Everybody cross your fingers, and until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you later.